But like they do have a lot of like wave clear and punishing of the split push from Prophet.
Oh boy, yeah, and they see him. MP jumping all over the place.
Okay, he's out.
But he's good. That is a level 1 homing missile. And one thing they don't have in the gyrocopter is... Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, they're chasing SVG. Ryoya misses the power shot, but I have to think this is going to be killed. Can he deny himself to the creeps? Nope. That'll be first blood going the way of Immortals. But no quelling blade on a gyrocopter. That's one advantage, I guess. MP, boundless strike. That's not going to help him. He should be dead here. And resolution takes...
games just because, I don't know, something about like knowing the potential of a hero and then having it be amped up is pretty cool for me.
Oh boy, they're going deep here. Dubu, in all likelihood, will die. MP, just going to watch from the trees. He does get hit from MSS. Don't think they're going to be able to pursue him any further, though. So they will be happy with the Bane kill and the tier 1 tower in all likelihood as well. Unless MP can get a crazy ass
level 3 aura on the Abaddon. He doesn't have his ult skill. He's just maxing out the attack speed.
God,
mid lane. They're just protecting Wind Ranger as they're taking the tower with the catapult.
Look at MP, man. This is... You called it. He is having a rough laning stage. Like, look at his net worth. He is essentially a support hero right now. Oh, the glimpse back, so Febby will go back to where he came from. And MP's just going to get chased by Abaddon and company. And this is likely another kill going the way of VGJ Storm. And only the second death for Monkey King, but it's more about his
like, it just happens. Like, I'm not a fan of it because like VGJ doing everything right about it, by the way. Like, that's a very major emphasis, is it takes very important like knowledge and understanding of what to do against these heroes. We see Disruptor tactically feeding at the tier 3 bottom, level 4, but they are just, look at the lane pressure that VGJ is putting on. They have the IO Wisp, the IO Gyro mid, they have the Abaddon rotating from bottom to mid. You just have to see, like, Immortals is getting dragged around, and Yawar in the meantime is bullying Febby top.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's going to get some help from MP in the meantime. Febby gets glimpsed back into the kinetic field, and the Infest finishes him off. MP does have the Jingu Mastery stacks, but he's only level 5, and he's versus 3 heroes. Balance Strike does a lot of damage. MSS is in a little bit of trouble, but MP gets open wounds, and that is another kill for VGJ Storm Abaddon. And a little bit of misplay on the fissure, perhaps, but still, very difficult kill to get. And that just shows the difference between these lineups right now. The question is, even though Monkey King... Oh, we're going to see the glimpse onto Dubu. And the reason he's not doing well yet is because he doesn't have that God tier Fiend's Grip yet. He's still level 5.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
When that gets there, he's gonna start owning this game, no doubt.
If he can...
He's actually just a support hero right now. That's crazy how far behind he is. He's gonna get glimpsed. He shows for 2 seconds, gets glimpsed into a static storm, and there's the IO gyro combo. I mean, that's why he's so scared. When I look at Monkey King, I'm like, oh, mid game to late game, he's actually really good, I think, in this particular game, if he can get the farm. The problem is he's never going to be able to get that farm with the start that he's getting, and no recoverability whatsoever. And there's the glimpse back into Underlord, and it looks like another free kill for VGJ Storm. And it
looks like VGJ is basically saying, okay, we've put in pressure bottom and mid, we want to force you out of our top lane. So they bring Abaddon and Disruptor, and that actually costs IO his life. So I think they might, like if they're bringing their strongest hero, like Abaddon, not like he's unkillable at this point, they want to force this tier 1 top. They've been putting a ton of pressure on bottom. They've already taken the 2 towers, and this may be setting up Roach as well. And Underlord, big bonus for the creeps from the Abaddon passive. It is 40 attack speed. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, Curse of Avarice is pretty disgusting. Up, Dubu just wrong place, wrong time. TP actually canceled as well. Velo's going to get glimpsed back into a call down, gets the Pit of Malice, but this is going to be way too much damage to speak of. And that'll be a double kill for Resolution, as they're just going to pound at this tier 2 in all likelihood. The tier 1 is taking some damage, but Snake King has TP'd to defend it. And he has...
does not feel good.
Dubu, he wants to use Fiend's Grip. He's got itchy fingers right now.
Oh.
And their target will be SVG. That is what it's come to. The position 5 is their main target right now.
I mean, any kill is big for them, honestly.
IO. I hear the relocate. Oh, that's a Dark Rift, sorry. They really want SVG, and I think they will find him. It takes literally all 5 heroes to do so, though.
Yeah, and just look at what else is happening on the map. Bottom lane being pushed in, mid lane being pushed in.
Tell me they can kill him. Okay.
Gyro's farming a stack.
Actually, instantaneous. I didn't even see Io and the tether, but he takes him back to base.
Gets shackled in base.
What?
Got him. I mean,
he got shackled in base.
Matter,
okay.
But...
What am I missing here? Where's our shaker? There he is. Febby trying to run away. Snake King pops the ult, and it'll be a slow death for Febby, but they will find it eventually. And
it's your best option, but that doesn't feel good either.
Yeah. He's going to be much more difficult to kill here pretty soon. Going to get some evasion with that Solar Crest. And we got the glimpse back into the kinetic field along with Static Storm, and Ryoya, aka 747, is Dunzo. I might save their tier 2. There's no creeps coming for quite a while.
Yeah, they are cutting on MP, so that is about all they can do. We saw Optic do it the other day when they couldn't fight, but they see the glimpse mid, and pretty much any hero that gets Disruptor to push W,
I would say is maybe the most powerful single target spell in the game.
I mean, for the cooldown it has, I think it's the most powerful single target spell in the game.
It's
for sure. 16 seconds is pretty bonkers. We'll talk about it after we see this push, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. How do you go on anybody here? They just can't.
Tier 3 down, and they're just going to continue. Shackle does not connect as per norm for Windrunner. That's just the hero in a nutshell. And this is a free racks for VGJ Storm, and they are in dominant form right now. I think a lot of it does have to do with the picks this game, though.
I do think it's draft heavy, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
We can talk about that after the game.
I expect game 2 to be quite different, as long as they don't pick Windrunner. I mean, I don't even mind Monkey King, but it's just this game in particular did not work out for sure.
I think the only way Monkey King works is if you have 3 good lane matchups, so they can't do this. Like, if you have 3 good lane matchups, then the Monkey King will have a good lane matchup, but he has 1 bad lane matchup.
Command, by the way. I think we're going to see it for the first time. There we go. We'll see how much difference it makes. MSS taking the brunt of the damage. He's actually going to go down to the Boundless Strike. Pretty big kill, but Gyrocopter just pops. BKB gets Fiend's Grip in the middle, still taking a lot of damage from the Focus Fire. That's the Aegis, the buyback now by SVG.
Okay.
They actually come back in with a relocate, so they're just going to disengage now as Resolution. See if they actually cancel the tether. They do. So it ends up being a 4v5 now as SVG's back in the base, has to TP back to the shrine, but they scan and they see him and they see the Boundless Strike now. SVG looking for the kinetic field. Oh,
how'd they catch him?
How the what? He wasn't Thunderstruck, was he? Or maybe he was.
No, he was not Thunderstruck for sure.
Wow, it's 35 seconds on the deck for him. Looks like he is going towards an SNY and then BKB if he'll ever get to that. Dubu gets 4 shot. Actually, technically 3. With the Radiance Burn taking care of things. And we had an IO gank. MSS gets credit for that kill on Velo. And I don't even think you need to wait for Aegis. I mean, they could play super disciplined and not take any chances, but I can't see a scenario where they're going to lose this fight. Especially when 3 just died. Ryoya pops that win run. You're seeing that damage coming to play. There's Febby with the Echo Slam. Lifestealer at half HP, but the Radiance Burn kills off Windrunner. And that's kind of the state of things right now. Febby gets Nightmare. It's going to delay the inevitable. Does drop to the deck. And there is a buyback now onto the Underlord. But at the same time, Resolution MSS are taking out bottom racks.
Who cares if you get a 2-man shackle on a bat and he just ults and shields the other guy? Yeah,
for real.
That does not matter.
Yeah, the glimpse back on Avel is going to end up being a dieback, and in all likelihood, the GG call coming up. MP will cast his second Wukong's command of the game. We'll get SVG, but then die straight after. And GGs are called. So that's 1 game in the books for this 2-game series. And again, VGJ Storm in commanding position to go to this major. The Super Major.
Yeah, the problem I had with the draft, just to sum it up as briefly, but it is a full step process through the draft. Ever witnessed. They have Puck, OD, and DP cores.
The problem is Yawar and Rezo do not play that hero.
Oh man.
As far as I know.
Against Underlord if they want to try to make that lane matchup happen. But he does have mid lane items.
Oh, Velo, he's going to take heavy harassment for this. Gets off the illusory orb. Oh, he gets nightmared. And that means he is Dunzo. And the first blood will go to...
SVG tried to give it to him. That's a...
You know, I wouldn't mind if the buff that they have is just cast animation, just being improved.
How about bringing back square cogs?
No, no, no. No one wants square cogs. What do you think this is, like the 19th century? Puck, nightmared up.
And
homing
top lane
missile
as well.
hits a creep. Interesting. And we're going to watch top lane for now as MP getting chased down. Snaking. He does a good amount of damage. Firestorm is there along with the Riptide. This should be a kill. He can get another right click. Nope. It's taking down 5 HP. They're going to use Ensnare, and that will ensure that the DP dies. Pretty close. And of course, that Orb of Venom doing a lot of work in that.
Dependent upon how much mana he has currently, so it also makes him do a lot less damage. But Barrera looking top.
And he's going for it. We get the Astral Imprisonment to give it a little bit extra time for Dubu to show up. Ice Vortex is available. And the Chili Fingers will ensure that Ryoya gets a little bit of cap. That's what Resolution's doing. Gonna get banished. So Febby is here. Has level 2 battery assault. Deals a little bit of damage now. Ryoya. Great hero against the Medusa, of course, because of that mana drain. And he's taking a lot of damage, in fact, but he's only level 5. If he had Sandy's Eclipse, this would be a kill for sure. But they're going to turn it around pretty easily thanks to the rotations from VGJ.
1,000 above their respective lane, approximately. Pretty grim already, I think, for Immortals. I just don't think their draft makes much sense. I'll be honest with you, with the 3 int cores and then one.
Please be honest with me.
Only one of them pushes, and it's on a long cooldown ultimate. So,
yeah,
but they're going on MSs.
Yeah, they will get him, thanks to thanks to MP's help. And now Dubu gonna be caught in the crossfire. So it's a 1-for-1 exorcisms. Pop Nightmare. Mitigates a little bit of damage. Snake King is very, very low. MP trying to drain as much as he can, but the Firestorm's gonna be enough to finish him off. Oh wait, it's not a motorcycle. It's the mowing of the lawn. Why do they mow the lawn every day at your place?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Destroyed. I thought it was over.
Actually, I hear it here too. What is the deal? You need to mow the lawn like once every 2 weeks, for God's sake. Resolution taking a massive amount of damage. Sandy's Eclipse is not enough, though. And that was worth the shot, but Ryoya might be able to get Resolution. Now it gets pretty greedy, but Snake King does finish him off in style with that nice... And, well, actually, he does run into an invisible Febby. I feel like this is the second Invis rune he's gotten. Still level 4.
There's no one for him to go on at this point.
Alright, he should know. Courier delivers something. SVG taking the battery assault damage with the Ice Vortex amplification, and the Cold Feet will ensure that MP gets that kill for himself.
As all be reduced by, or removed basically. I wouldn't be surprised by Drums BKB, maybe Drums Yasha, but there's gank going on here with the Fiend's Grip. Is that a Dubu Fiend's Grip I see there?
Oh, pretty much. Might as well. Looks like it'll be taken out by MP with that Exorcism. Well, MSS runs into Velo, cancels the TP. Febby tries to catch up. Should be able to get him in his cogs. See if this ends up being worth it for MSS or not. Illusior comes in. Probably not. Probably not worth the...
And they also took the tier 1 mid. I really like that rotation, choosing mid as the lane, because Medusa's never rotating to you. So if you want Medusa to be incorporated in any sort of early pushes or action at all, you have to go to...
Oh boy. AA Blast comes in. They actually have enough to finish off the Gyrocopter. Clockwork will die for his insolence, but it is a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it's mainly just if you think the tower important, whether it's like a Roche or definitely the mid.
Oh boy.
They find him.
Oh boy.
OD, that is.
He is super duper duper dead.
Think he can get out of this?
No.
Oh, that's close.
Very optimistic. Bring Immortals into a better state of things. Like the blink for Puck obviously helps. Febby needs to hit his hook shot. He will catch up though. Homing missile's on its way. Needs to get that with cogs off. AA Blast on its way as well. Into the Crypt Swarm. That is enough to take out your Underlord. But here comes Uwar dealing so much damage to Febby and MP. They're going to clean up both easily. Dubu in the trees. The Tomatoes running after him. They will find him now. And this should be another kill. Double kill for Resolution, 1 for Uwar.
Done, you burst them and they die. You have to make sure you get them inside the cogs, and it just took too long, and then they lose 3 heroes for it. Bottom lane now.
Yeah, Ryoya. Yes, Sandy's Eclipse could be enough to take out MSS, but the homing missile is there, and he does finally get it off. It'll be a trade though, and that's not what you want to see. Support Nog Underlord with the old phase boots. And Febby, he will be seen. SVG wanted to get something off, but gets hook shot. AA blast on its way. He looks to be super duper dead. And Febby will finish him off.
But you see it in the
side in terms of initiation, especially from the
that was
clockwork.
pretty sick by snaking. He actually positioned the helmet on creep to block the hook. But...
Oh, they're going for it now. This is kind of a fake back scenario. TP attempt going on over there, but MP will be the one that gets destroyed first. Grip cancels the TP, and Clockwork is dead. It was a good attempt, but execution wasn't there.
Pressure on towers, it's more beneficial for them than it is for the other team, but Immortals does have the imprisonment on top lane. Snaking is trapped.
Yeah, Snaking taking heavy damage. Can't even get Firestorm off because of the battery assault, so good. That's one of the few instances where I've seen Ice Vortex actually be noticeable in terms of move speed, being used to run away. Dubu going to turn around with that cold feet now. SVG went a little bit too deep, or did he? Yawar is here to play. He's going to clean up the AA very easily. Homing Missile will connect on DP. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of on Yawar, but you have to think he has more than enough damage to actually get this kill. Bello comes in, and he does take out SVG, but can he blink away is the question. Nope. So another favorable
entire time, and that is
the resolution special.
Yep, and he's really good at it.
Yes, he is. And I believe that they are... Oh my god, Ryoya. What?
That's a base HP percentage damage, works on Roche.
Why not? I love it. AA Blast is gonna connect on a couple. But without OD, and even if when he's up, no Sanity's Eclipse, it's a large amount of their damage. Oh, Clockwork. Now, Fiend's Grip's available. Oh, he gets silenced. It's not a Dubu Bane. Very evident now, SVG. They will get the kill nonetheless. And let's see if they want to... Here, Dark Rift incoming.
Medusa does have the level 20 talent as well. Almost has the Scotty complete.
700 mana. What a... Remember when they nerfed that by 100?
Yeah.
LOL. As if that makes any difference at all.
XD's forced after himself into the trees. Resolution
Resolution
has taken himself out of the game in the only way possible.
Ryoya is going to be found by Yawar. Yawar? Yeah, I was going to say he does have to pop BKB to survive that.
And they seem to have found their stride. Sometimes it's not as much, in my opinion, a honeymoon phase, but maybe people just aren't ready for them, meaning that they, you know... Oh. We see Medusa getting caught by 5 heroes. And
let's see if they can kill her or not. She has Aegis, so I highly doubt it. Ryoya has to Astral himself. They're going to find one on AA. And, oh, good blink by Ryoya. And the Fiend's Grip will ensure that Puck dies, so that's 2 deaths. Could have been a lot worse for Immortals, but at the same time...
They just found him at half health. But to answer your question, my feeling is that the only implication for the honeymoon phase that I think is that the other teams just aren't aware of what they're expecting to see when they play against this team. I think VGJ looks way different than they did last week with the same lineup, so they were still finding their identity. So once these other teams maybe see this identity, they might be able to deal with it better. Just know what to expect in drafts as well as play. But I mean, overall they look really solid. It doesn't feel like the other teams are necessarily playing poorly. It's just every mistake or every weakness in the draft of the opponent of VGJ is just capitalizing, and that's really important part of being a good team.
Yeah, melee racks taken out. AA Blast does come in. BKB popped prematurely there. And 3 dead for Immortals before the fight even really begins. And GGs are called. And unless I'm mistaken, and I feel like I need to second guess myself always.
Yeah,
I'm pretty damn sure VGJ has ensured that they will be going to the major.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before the game, so unless